Brock Purdy is not on this list of top 250. Come on, man. Brock Purdy has 920 passing attempts. Brock Purdy has 623 completions. Brock Purdy is 21-9. He has 8,000 yards. He doesn't throw the ball deep. He doesn't throw the ball at all. He may never throw the ball again. Does the coach trust you enough to let you throw? I mean, nobody trusts Brock Purdy. Nobody wants him to throw. They expect the run game to carry him, the defense to carry him. Carson Wentz, 3,308 throws. That's a lot of throws. Patrick Mahomes, if you throw, he'll probably hit his 4,000. 29 throws away from 4,000. He'll be there next week. He could catch past Steve Young and Prescott this season. 230 throws behind Rich Gannon. Jared Goff. His coach always lets him throw. This is a good indicator. The higher you are on this list, even people have more respect in Tennessee for Ryan Tannehill. Nobody ever ran him out of town. He's allowed to throw the ball, and he does throw it a lot. Throws it a lot. Russell Wilson, the top 20 all-time. Dude's the top 20 quarterback all time. You see, Brady threw 12,000, and Brock hasn't even gotten 1,000. Manning, not even Peyton could get to 10,000. Then Brock only has 623 completions. That's a drop in the bucket. Most people won't even remember Jimmy Garoppolo was more popular. Yeah, that's what I'm saying right now. I just updated this phone to new iPod iOS. I'd like to see Derek Carr not get into the top. We could see Derek Carr career end, and he'll never catch, unless he's padding his stats. They let Taysom Hill come in and throw. They're like, oh, no, we still got to let Taysom Hill throw shit for you, Carr. He only took the job because they promised him 90% of the attempts, There's going to be some bullshit. Derek, all right, I still need the attempts. We're going to switch from attempts to yards, and we're going to look at the top 10 right here. Do I see Derek Carr is 23 in yards? Cousins has less attempts. More attempts? No, less attempts. Yeah, that's right, less attempts. Wilson, really good yardage on this guy. The yards on Stafford have been incredible. That's one thing. Now, Rodgers doesn't have the attempts. Does have the attempts. 80. These things update in real time, you know. I try to get the standings from week 12 last year. Really hard. It's crazy. Boomer Esiason is still so high. How'd that guy get so many fucking yards? His receivers ran goes. $3,400 with the Jets. Multiple 2,000 years. The last year was. I saw the game with Corey Dillon. I was lucky to catch it. Who's my money on? Is my man already on the list? Number 122. Yeah. I'm feeling Justin this year. Blemish free. The perfect scandal free football player. $72 games played. Brock's at 30. I mean, you know how many guys were at 30 aren't on this list? Everybody on this list has played as little as Brock. Let's take a look at Justin. This is yards, right? No, Brock is on this list. He's 233 on this list of yards. But he's not on the list for attempts. Because he doesn't have 1,000. I don't even have to. I can just look at the number. I can see it doesn't go. It doesn't go down. The Brock would be way down here with all the guys. So we'll say that I'm going to click on Justin Fields, who I think the 49ers could have had, essentially. And how many games? We're looking for the exact number of games. He's played 48 fucking games. They threw this guy out. Now he's on the Steelers. Dude, this guy's on the Steelers. Damn, dude. He's got less yards. How is that possible? Because Brock has 8,000 yards, right? Isn't Brock supposed to be like massively better? I mean, massively, like at least 1,000 yards better than his peers. This guy's played 48 fucking games, 8 games this year. What are the rest of his stats? Game log. I got the number I wanted. 48 starts. That's why he's a contender. Trevor Siemian, I don't even know who he plays for. Been on 4 different teams. Is he Washington? This doesn't say who he plays for. Good damn. Alright, I'm done looking at this.
During World War I marked a turning point in the career of Winston Churchill. While Churchill is widely remembered for his leadership during World War II, it is less known that he faced a tumultuous period in World War I, which culminated in his dismissal from a prominent government position. This article explores the Battle of the Sam River and its consequences, ultimately leading to Churchill's political exile during the Great War. The setting of World War I. World War I, a global conflict that engulfed nations from 1914 to 1918, saw the Allied powers, including the British Empire, facing the Central Powers. In this complex and devastating war, Churchill held a prominent position as First Lord of the Admiralty in the British government. He was responsible for the Royal Navy's operations and strategy, the Eastern Front and the Battle of the Sam River. While much of the war's attention was focused on the Western Front, the Eastern Front saw fierce battles between the Central Powers, led by Germany and Austria-Hungary, and the Allies, primarily Russia. The Battle of the Sam River, which occurred from May to July 1915, was a significant engagement in this theater of operations. The Battle of the Sam River was a part of the larger Gorlice-Tarnow offensive, a successful Central naval attack on the Dardanelles in early 1950.
To not do the thing that would have complicated life. I absolutely could have chose that. I don't think I would have. I was leaning towards going. Wasn't sure, and maybe cutting it close on the age. Yeah, so if he waits until next February, there will be no denying that he is the older hiker, and no denying the record being, his or whatever. Love that for you. You're a complicated man. You're a man. So that would have been a really. The thing is, it is definitely still there. The idea of not going this February only delays the inevitable him deciding to go February 2026. Now, this allows us to plan a hike this June for some of the harder parts of the trail. We want to get back up into New Hampshire so that Lucky can remember how hard it is up there and see if he really wants to do it. It'll it'll be a proper test of whether or not he physically can do it. So right now the plan is, if all things go well, we will leave Springer Mountain February 15th, 2026. So in 15 months. Now, there's a lot of
World War I witnessed the rise of military leaders who would shape the course of history. Among them was Franz Conrad von Hotzendorf, the Austro-Hungarian chief of the General Staff, whose leadership and strategies had a profound impact on the war on the Eastern and Italian fronts. This article explores the life, career, and contributions of Franz Conrad von Hotzendorf during World War I. Early life and military career. Franz Xaver Joseph Conrad von Hotzendorf was born on November 11, 1852, in Penzing, Austria-Hungary. He came from a noble family with a long tradition of military service. He began his military career at the Austro-Hungarian War School, where he excelled